UNC government reverses decade-long energy sector decline. Moonilal announces historic production increases, $20 billion investment potential. Port of Spain. After 10 years of continuous decline under the previous administration, Trinidad and Tobago's energy sector has recorded significant growth in oil and gas production, with ambitious plans to transform the nation into the premier energy logistics hub of the Americas, Energy Minister Dr. Roodal Moonilal announced yesterday. Speaking at the American Chamber of Commerce's Health, Safety, Security and Environment (HSSE) conference and exhibition at the Hyatt Regency, Port of Spain, Minister Moonilal presented compelling evidence of the sector's remarkable turnaround under the UNC government's leadership. Production increases signal sector revival. The minister reported that crude oil production increased by 5.5% between April and October 2025, rising from 52,357 barrels per day to 55,271 barrels per day. Natural gas output demonstrated similarly impressive growth, climbing from 2.41 billion cubic feet per day to 2.63 billion cubic feet per day during the April-June 2025 period. After 10 years of decline in the energy sector, I am pleased to report that we have not only stopped the decline but have registered significant growth, Minister Moonilal declared. While President Donald Trump exhorts his industries to drill, baby, drill in Trinidad and Tobago, we say, keep it pumping. The production increases mark a dramatic reversal from the sector's performance under the previous PNM administration, which presided over nearly a decade of declining output that threatened Trinidad and Tobago's position as a regional energy leader. ExxonMobil's historic return. In what Minister Moonilal described as a powerful vote of confidence in Trinidad and Tobago's transformed investment climate, energy giant ExxonMobil has returned to Trinidad and Tobago after a 22-year absence. The company's decision to re-enter the market represents one of the most significant endorsements of the UNC government's energy policies. According to the minister, ExxonMobil representatives characterized the pace of negotiations with the current government as the gold standard for efficiency and professionalism, a stark contrast to the bureaucratic delays and uncertain policy environment that characterized the previous decade. Citing analysis from Rystad Energy, the internationally recognized energy research and business intelligence company, Minister Moonilal revealed that ExxonMobil's return could unlock up to US $20 billion in new deepwater investment opportunities for Trinidad and Tobago. This transformational investment potential represents the largest prospective capital inflow to the energy sector in the nation's history. Comprehensive infrastructure development strategy. The government's energy revival strategy extends far beyond production increases, encompassing comprehensive infrastructure development and regulatory modernization designed to position Trinidad and Tobago as the Western Hemisphere's premier energy hub. As Minister of Energy, I have directed our public sector teams and international partners to advance the expansion of facilities at Point Lisas and Galeota, Moonilal stated. We are working collaboratively with the Ministry of Finance on special economic zones legislation to attract investment and ensure global environmental, social and governance compliance. The minister emphasized that Trinidad and Tobago possesses all the prerequisites for energy sector leadership. With our proven talent, world-class infrastructure, and unwavering commitment to excellence, Trinidad and Tobago is not just prepared to ride the wave of nearshoring, we are ready to lead it. The San Fernando Mayaro Intelligent Energy Spine. A centerpiece of the government's infrastructure vision is the reconceptualized San Fernando Mayaro Highway, which Minister Moonilal described as an intelligent energy spine rather than merely a transportation corridor. The highway is designed to serve as a sophisticated logistics artery, linking industrial complexes and offshore energy zones through advanced automation and smart infrastructure systems. This innovative approach reflects the government's understanding that modern energy sector competitiveness requires integrated physical and digital infrastructure. Energy Accelerator Hub to streamline approvals. Recognizing that bureaucratic delays represented one of the primary obstacles to energy sector investment under the previous administration, the ministry plans to launch an Energy Accelerator Hub by the second quarter of 2026. This innovative facility will serve as a one-stop center for streamlining government approvals and accelerating project implementation timelines. In this industry, time literally equates to money, Minister Moonilal emphasized, citing research indicating that reducing time to first gas by just 1 year for a typical offshore field could add US $120 million in net present value. The Energy Accelerator Hub represents a fundamental reimagining of how government interfaces with energy sector investors, moving from the previous administration's reactive, fragmented approach to a proactive, integrated service delivery model. Technology innovation and safety leadership. Minister Moonilal underscored the government's commitment to positioning Trinidad and Tobago at the forefront of energy sector innovation and safety standards. He highlighted the ministry's focus on advanced technologies including 3D seismic imaging, horizontal drilling techniques, and comprehensive automation systems designed to simultaneously improve productivity and environmental performance. Recognizing that effective oversight requires current information, the ministry will commission Trinidad and Tobago's first comprehensive facilities audit since 2014. This extensive evaluation will assess asset integrity and safety standards across the nation's critical energy infrastructure. It has been nearly 10 years since a thorough evaluation of our critical energy infrastructure was last performed, the minister noted, acknowledging the previous administration's neglect of this essential oversight function. The renewed focus on safety is already producing results. Reported incidents in the energy sector have declined dramatically from 58 in 2016 to just 20 thus far in 2025. A nearly 66% reduction that reflects both improved operational standards and enhanced regulatory oversight. Environmental, social, and governance commitment. Throughout his presentation, Minister Moonilal emphasized the government's commitment to ensuring that Trinidad and Tobago's energy sector development adheres to the highest international environmental, social, and governance (ESG) standards. This commitment reflects recognition that modern energy investment increasingly depends on demonstrating sustainable and socially responsible operations. The proposed Special Economic Zones legislation will incorporate comprehensive ESG requirements, ensuring that new investments contribute to sustainable development while meeting investors' increasing focus on environmental and social performance metrics. Global context and strategic positioning. Minister Moonilal situated Trinidad and Tobago's energy sector revival within the broader context of global economic restructuring, particularly the growing nearshoring trend as companies seek to establish production and logistics operations closer to North American markets. The minister's vision positions Trinidad and Tobago to capitalize on its geographic advantages, existing energy infrastructure, skilled workforce, and improved investment climate to capture a significant share of nearshoring-related energy and logistics investment. Industry response and future outlook. The American Chamber of Commerce's HSSE conference provided an appropriate venue for Minister Moonilal's announcements, bringing together energy sector stakeholders, health and safety professionals, and business leaders concerned with sustainable development. The minister's presentation outlined a comprehensive vision for energy sector transformation that addresses the decline inherited from the previous administration, while positioning Trinidad and Tobago for leadership in the evolving global energy landscape. With production trending upward, major international investment committed, infrastructure development advancing, and regulatory modernization underway, the foundation has been laid for Trinidad and Tobago to reclaim and expand its position as the Caribbean's energy leader and a significant player in hemispheric energy markets. Conclusion: from decline to growth. Minister Moonilal's presentation documented a remarkable turnaround, from 10 years of continuous decline under the PNM to measurable growth and transformational investment potential under the UNC government's leadership. The 5.5% increase in oil production, natural gas output growth, ExxonMobil's return after 22 years, US $20 billion in potential new investment, comprehensive infrastructure development, and dramatic safety improvements collectively represent one of the most significant energy sector policy successes in Trinidad and Tobago's history. As Minister Moonilal concluded, we are moving steadily in the right direction. The evidence supports this assessment, demonstrating that effective leadership, clear policy direction, and commitment to excellence can reverse even decade-long decline and position Trinidad and Tobago for sustained energy sector growth and prosperity. About the HSSE conference, the American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago's annual Health, Safety, Security, and Environment Conference brings together industry leaders, government officials, and stakeholders to discuss best practices, emerging challenges, and strategic opportunities in sustainable energy sector development. The 2025 conference focused on innovation, safety excellence, and environmental stewardship in the evolving energy landscape. This article has been enhanced with additional context, analysis, and structural improvements while maintaining fidelity to the original reporting and Minister Moonilal's statements.